Okay, so welcome back to our lesson. In today's lesson, we will learn how to express the necessity. Okay, this is our objectives and how to express the lack of necessity. Okay, so now let me help you recall. Okay, so let's move on to some word. Okay, so what does necessity mean? Anybody? Anybody has the ideas of the definition of necessity? Okay, so now I will give you some words. I will give you some hints. All right, necessity is the blank, is the dot of something. Okay, so now I will give you some example, an example that I love to. If you want to make a sponge cake, if you want to make a cake, okay, you need to have eggs, all right? What do you need to make a cake? Eggs. Anything? Flour. Yeah, that's right, flour. And yes, some butter in it, right? I love butter. And the oven, right? And the oven to bake a cake. So those are the necessities when you want to make a cake. Okay, so what does necessity mean? Yeah, that's right, that is the need. Okay, the need of something, the need of something. Okay, so if you want to be a flight attendant, what are the necessities? Yes, you need to reach a minimum height, right? Normally, I remember, as far I remember, is 160 centimeters. Okay. Anything? Yes, you need to graduate from your high school. Very good. You need to love, yes, you need to love travel. Okay, so let's move on to our listening. Okay, the necessity of chef, doctor, server, flight attendant, pop singer, pilot, firefighter, police officer, and cashier. We just discussed it yesterday. So now let's move on to the conversation. Okay, look at the conversation and you will have 30 seconds to read all over. Okay, you will have 30 seconds to read and then listen and answer 2 questions. What kind of business does Katie want to start? What does she need? Okay, 2 questions for you, 30 seconds to read the script, and then listen, answer the questions. Okay, are you done? Okay, so now let's listen.
Lesson 14. I'd have to have... Page 34. Conversation. A. Listen. What kind of business does Katie want to start? What does she need?
I want to start my own business after I graduate.
Really?
I just need to have some money to get started, and I need to have a fresh idea.
Do you have any ideas?
I'd like to sell healthy lunches to people in offices, things like sandwiches and salads.
Do you think it would be difficult to get started?
Well, I would need a good kitchen, but I wouldn't have to have a car. I could use a bicycle.
Good idea.
Say, I'm looking for a business partner. Are you interested?
Okay, so it's time for us to answer the question, what kind of business does Katie want to start? Yeah, that's right. She wants to start, yes, a food business. F&B beverage, F&B business, healthy lunches, yes, with sandwiches and salads, very nice. Next up, what does she need? What does she need to start a business? Yeah, that's right. She needs a good kitchen. Very nice. So, does she need a car? Yes, no. I wouldn't have to have a car. Yeah, that's right. I wouldn't have to have a car. I could use a bicycle. Okay, so now let's practice together. In the last lesson, we've learned the intonation, right? The intonation, types of intonation, and how to express or how to show your attitude, right? To show your attitude when you're in the conversation. So now let's practice it. Okay, now I'm gonna be Katie, you're gonna be Ron, okay? I want to start my own business after I graduate. Yes, that's right. I just need to have some more money to get started. Okay, so now let's role play. I'm gonna be Raw, you're gonna be Katie. Okay, so now it's your first time. Really? Do you have any ideas? Do you think it would be difficult to get started? Good idea. Okay, so now let's switch. I'm gonna be Katie, you're gonna be Ron. I want to start my own business after I graduate. I just need to have some more money to get started, and I need to have a fresh idea. I'd like to sell healthy lunches to people in the offices, things like sandwiches and salads. Well, I would need a good kitchen, but I wouldn't have to have a car. I could use a bicycle. Say, I'm looking for a business partner. Are you interested? Okay, so now let's move on to the practice. Let's fill the blank. Let's listen and fill the blank. Okay, it's time for you to do your first task in the day. Okay, listen again and fill the missing words.
Lesson 14. I'd have to have... Page 34. Conversation. A. Listen. What kind of business does Katie want to start? What does she need?
I want to start my own business after I graduate.
Really?
I just need to have some money to get started, and I need to have a fresh idea.
Do you have any ideas?
I'd like to sell healthy lunches to people in offices, things like sandwiches and salads.
Do you think it would be difficult to get started?
Well, I would need a good kitchen, but I wouldn't have to have a car. I could use a bicycle.
Good idea.
Say, I'm looking for a business partner. Are you interested?
Okay, now let's hear it again and check the answer. Number 1, what is your answer? Yeah, that's right. My own business. Yes, very good. Next up, I just. Yes. Number 2 and number 3 is need to. Very good. Number 4, a fresh idea. Yes. Number 5, yes, I would like. Very good. I would like, I'd like, or you can say I'd like. Number 6, sandwiches. Yes, very good. Next up, 7. Do you think it would be what? Yeah, difficult. Very good, difficult. Well, I would need, yes, I would need a good kitchen. Yes, very good. But I wouldn't have to have a car. Very nice. And number 9, I could, yeah, that's right, I could use a bicycle. Very good. And number 10, I'm looking for. Okay, very good. 10 out of 10. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so now let's practice the conversation and exchange the blue and the green words above. Okay, so that's fantastic. Will exchange with the really, okay, really will change into that fantastic. Very good. And next up, look at the blue first. Let's look at the blue. Do you think it would be difficult to get started? Will it change to would it be hard? Okay, would it be hard to get started? Would it be hard to get started? Remember the intonation and the ending sound. Okay, and the green, the first green is, and I need to have a fresh idea. Okay, will it change to, and a fresh idea is really important. Okay, and the last green, are you interested? Will it change into what do you say? What do you say? Or what do you say? Say, I'm looking for the business partner. What do you say? Okay. Okay, so now let's exchange it and practice the conversation. First, you're gonna be Katie, and you're gonna be the green. Katie will match with the green. Raw will go with the blue. I want to start. It's your turn. That's fantastic. Okay, let's exchange it. Yes, the phrase is really important. Very good. Do you have any ideas? Would it be hard to get started? Good idea. Yes, very nice. What do you say? Very good. Okay, so now let's move on to a live lesson. Okay, you will listen again and then fill the blank. Okay, we're using a quiz. It's gonna be very fun. Katie, I want to start my own business after. You won't hear the recording again. So what is the missing word here? Graduate. Very good. Yes, correct. And then the next slide. Katie, I just ... have some money to get started and I need to have a fresh idea. Yes, me too. Yes, you remember really well. Okay, next. Do you have anyone? IDEAS. Yeah, correct. Very good. Next up. many I'd like to what? It's gonna be the verb here. Healthy lunches, yes, sell. Yes, it's so fun, right? Very attractive and fun. Do you think it would be what? It would be. It's gonna go with. Yes, an adjective. Difficult. Very nice. Difficult. Yeah, that's right. You earn on another point. Very good. Well, I what? I would need, right? I would need to show the necessity, right? To show the necessity, we will say would need. Is that correct? Yeah, very good, very good. Yeah, that's right. So let's hear again.